are well aware that the emotions in our communities are running very, very high. And I understand that. I think we're beginning a great national conversation about living within our means. Our president has called on Congress to join him in having similar discussions on the federal level, and it should be no surprise in a state with a deficit in the neighborhood of $3 billion that we would be doing the same thing. I know some would cast this whole conversation or what's going on as somewhat of a romantic narrative where there are heroes and there are villains. I, however, don't share those feelings. I only see potential victims. We are blessed in this state in many, many ways, but perhaps first and foremost is the kind of people who live here. And we have traditionally worked together to solve our problems, thorny problems, and we have done it for generations. And I hope that when we are done with this budget, we will be able to look back and to say, in the best Wisconsin tradition, we found a way to come together. And we currently have We currently have an impasse in Madison, and the only thing that seems to be changing is the size of the crowds. It is unbelievable. And I guess I should say that it is amazing just how well behaved everyone has been, regardless of what their position is on this budget repair bill and the issues contained therein, and that gives me heart. I want to explain something to you of a personal nature so that you kind of understand why I am where I am and why I think perhaps we need to suggest a way to end this in a way that allows us to move forward. I grew up in Madison. Many of you know that. I assume some of you don't know that. But you may not know, as a young man, as a student, I rode the bus through the student demonstrations, some called riots, in Madison at the end of the Civil Rights Movement and during the final months and years of the Vietnam War. I remember vividly the night that Sterling Hall blew up. And I want to share with you that as a young man, I delivered newspapers to Robert Fosnock's home, the young researcher who was killed at Sterling Hall. So to me, when I see a crowd like this, and I see the passions where they're at, I am reminded of what I had seen many, many years ago. And right now, people are civil, and passions are held in check. And I think sometimes people almost think this takes on a festival-type atmosphere. But I know as decisions are made, if people feel left out, if they feel like they're not being listened to, the potential for that to change is very much at hand. And nothing would make me sadder than to have something terrible happen as a result of what is going on in Madison. That's why I think it's so very important for me to be here tonight to listen to you and also to explain what's going on in Madison. I have not altered my position. I have not told people how I am going to vote because I'm trying my best to bring people together. And when you draw a line in the sand and you are definitive in what you say, people tend to move away from you, closer to the abyss. I want to bring people together. I want it done. So once again, I thank you for being here. I look forward to listening to you. If you feel compelled to just get up and vent at me, I'm sure it will make you feel better, and I know I need to hear it. So don't be bashful. People have been wonderfully kind and restrained with me. But I know this is emotional. Believe me, I know it's emotional. And I look forward to having the chance after the panel gives their comments to to responding to questions, and I want you to know that I will stay as long as necessary to talk to each and every one of you. I should say within reason, because I think you know I have to drive home to Richland Center, pack, and be back in Madison tomorrow morning. So thank you for being here.